You're watching 2 Works for You at 6.
The wider implications are these people need to be exposed and gotten rid of.
Only on 2, a Flore County man claiming he was unjustly beaten, hit, kicked, and shot at least 11 times with a taser gun wants his case heard by a jury in federal court. Some of the incident captured by police body cam video.
Stay hand behind your back now. Behind your back. You quit resisting.
He says it was all at the hands of the former police chief of the small town of Worcester. 2 Works for You anchor Corey Duke reviewing the complaint tonight and joins us with what the plaintiff hopes comes from this case.
Videos of the instances never seen by the public until now, almost 5 years after the first initial complaint. And although this case may never see its day in court, the plaintiff is wanting to make sure his story is heard.
Lock his hand up, cough her back up.
Court documents claim incidents like this happened to Keith Woolry not once, but 4 times.
Cough her back up.
Court documents say the first occurrence dates back to June of 2012.
The first incident involved Keith coming back from a local fair.
The complaint states Woolry was confronted by former Worcester Police Chief Jordan Westbrook for not allegedly having taillights on a horse-drawn wagon. When other police arrived on scene, the mules apparently became spooked and backed the wagon into the police chief's patrol car.
Westbrook kind of lost it, grabbed Keith off there, beat him up and arrested him and took him off.
Woolry's attorney says the second confrontation happened over a year later and was all caught on video.
Sometimes it plays in my head and it goes back and forth through it.
Woolry received a letter from the police chief notifying him to remove personal property off of city-owned land before September 23rd of 2013. When that day came, the complaint alleges Worcester police showed up to Woolry's home with tow trucks to remove his equipment. Woolry was told he was trespassing on city property, and documents say the confrontation began. The video shows the former police chief tasing Woolry several times.
And he had, I don't know, somewhere between 16 and 19 wounds on him.
Bringing him to the ground where the tasing continues.
Stupid.
Woolry was charged and convicted of trespassing, resisting arrest, assaulting an officer, and public intoxication. Those convictions were later appealed in district court and dropped. It was determined the land did not belong to the city. Woolry's run-ins with Westbrook didn't stop there. In 2014, court documents state Worcester police were investigating a party taking place on Woolry's property. Woolry says he drove to the area to ask police why they were there, but couldn't get answers. So he left and started a track hoe down the road and began cleaning brush. Documents claim officers demanded he get off the equipment and then jumped onto the track hoe and began beating Woolry.
Taser, taser, taser! I'll get it, that's it!
They just kept pushing on it, you know, and just no matter what happened, they pushed.
Woolry's attorney says a few days later, Woolry was then taken to the hospital for emergency surgery to replace a liver stent, reportedly knocked out as a result of the beating by police.
I had done got septic. My liver had started shutting down.
Lastly, in May of 2014, the police chief and other officers went to Woolry's home to issue a citation of nuisance. Documents show the confrontation ultimately ended with Woolry in the hospital. Today, although Westbrook has resigned, Woolry says it's not enough.
It wasn't the resignation I was looking for.
Officers were there to protect and serve. And I think that's been lost in a large part, and it's become a more adversarial relationship with society.
The hope that this case serves as a stepping stone for similar cases, so they may be heard and tried in court. Although the defense couldn't comment on camera, they are denying all allegations. They say they are confident that the judge will grant judgment in favor of the officers in the town. They also say the actions of the officers were reasonable and justified. Corey Duke, 2 Works for You.